Détente is the name given to a period of improved relations between the United States and the Soviet Union for 10 years in the decade from 1969 to 1979. Both sides of the Cold War had important reasons for seeking a reduction in tension. The USSR felt that the economic burden of the nuclear arms race was unsustainable, and the United States economy was in financial distress because the Vietnam War drained the government finances. On the other hand, in Europe, as politics lessened tensions, the Soviets hoped that thanks to the détente, there would be greater possibilities of trade with Western Europe. Also, the current relations with the Republic of China led to the Sino-Soviet rupture. The Moscow government feared a potential Sino-American alliance against them, and for this reason, they believed that an improvement of their relations with the United States was necessary.
Okay, now the main objectives of USA with the détente. But before we saw that the URSS, was developing more nuclear weapons, and the détente was a result of all of this, and was visioned by the USA President Richard Nixon, with main objectives like wind conservative support, as well the arms limitation with the PRC and the URSS. Also the prevention of a nuclear war in the middle of the Cold War, as we saw in the Vietnam War, and the increase of the trade between USA and the URSS with the strategic arms limitation treaties.
The main Soviet objectives during the détente, by analyzing this complicated period in which USA was trying to achieve a whole world peace by celebrating summits with the Soviet Union, while supporting the South Vietnamese army during the Vietnam War, we realized that those actions caused a confusion about how would the Soviet Union react to a treatment purpose. Taking into account their objectives during this period include the signature of a weapon treatment that recognizes the parity with the USA, avoiding a nuclear conflict to guarantee the safeness of their inhabitants, the recognition of the European post-war frontiers, a negotiation of nuclear offensive and defensive weapons, and the recognition of the European post-war frontiers. It's important to clarify that when the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, Leonidas Brezhnev, visited the local farms in his country, he used to say, "Everything will be okay as long as there is not a war," indicating the Soviet intentions of maintaining the peace and the good relations with the USA.
After understanding the term of détente and the objectives of US and Soviet parties, it is necessary to highlight the importance of this determining period for the students of international business. The term détente was used first, as already mentioned, to comprehend the tension between Soviet Union and US. Nevertheless, nowadays, this is a term applicable to any international situation in which hostile nations not involved in a war use the diplomacy as a measure that lead them to build trust and decrease conflict. We, as IB students, are in the obligation to know the origins and applicability of this type of methods that for years has support and promote international stability, freeing ourselves of our imminent war.
It was a lot of fun working as a team because we have similar ideas at the beginning, and that is why we decided to do it like that. It was something that some of the group's members had never done before, so to try something new, it made the media activity more fascinating to do it. Another cool thing was that it wasn't very common thing to do, since most of the people don't make this kind of videos. Something that would have made it more fun would have been playing it in person, meeting each other in the real life. Also, if we have seen each other face to face, the atmosphere in the group would have been better and more fun, because when you meet someone in the real life or face to face, you have more confidence with others.
Work with this group was very interesting. At the beginning, we have different ideas, but we work as a team to organize the video and the respective development. We'll contribute with the development and the topic information of the video, and although we don't know each other in real life, we manage to understand us in order to develop the video in the most creative and innovative way. We try to do this video in the most creative way, a creative way that never seen before. To do this, all of us help the other one in many tasks, and it was an integrated job. Finally, each of us showed our